Fraudulent Sanchez seems to be back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the only way I can sum up this game. This is the only way. I know some of you guys want me to go, oh, the squad is shit. Oh, Bluco out. Oh, this, that, the other. Of course, all of that is valid. But the true summation of this match is that Robert Sanchez absolutely ruined us. And it's sad because this individual has actually been one of the positives of this season. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin. Post-match reaction, Chelsea 2, Arsenal 3 in the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final at Stamford Bridge. I'm not here to say that we played good. We definitely didn't play good, and I'm going to talk about the individual performances. Big up to Garnacho for keeping us in the game. 2 really, really good goals. But with what we had available and with what Arsenal played with, complete full-strength squad, complete full-strength bench, the amount of absenteeism that we had, Caicedo suspended, Reece James, Cole Palmer, Malo Gusto all either managed or injured, Liam Delap ill just before the game, Gittins ill just before the game. The amount of people that we've had out. And for us to still try and stay in the game. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say that all of them were pathetic, but at the same time, they weren't all, you know, they weren't great either. My only qualm about this match is that some of the players didn't lock in, especially Robert Sanchez. Robert Sanchez, honestly, the first 2 goals of Arsenal, straight away in the first half, stupidity. We know that Arsenal's strength is set pieces. We know that their strength is corners. And Robert Sanchez culpable of not defending, not being able to negate that situation 1-0 straight away. Even at 1-0 down, we tried with what we had available. We tried. First half, I'm not going to say it was a polished performance or anything like that. Not at all. But we tried. We had a couple of chances. We didn't get the goals. Estevan Willian had a chance. Couple of chances. Second half, you still felt that, okay, it's only 1-0. And it wasn't as if Arsenal smoked us or anything like that in that first half. Not at all. By no means they did that. Second half, straight away, once again, a gift. Regulation catch. Regulation catch for Robert Sanchez, and he lets it go through his hands, straight in the path of Gyökeres, and it's 2-0. And these sort of problems, ladies and gentlemen, they break confidence. They break the morale. They really dismantle you mentally. But even then, even being 2-0 down, because at that point, I was shattered. Because one thing I wanted in this game was at least try and lock in. At least don't do your errors. Be error-free in this game. And you'd probably say Sanchez is one that you could bank this season that he's probably going to be error-free. Is he a bit rattled with Maresca gone? Is he a bit put off by the whole situation? Who knows? Is he overthinking all of a sudden because now he's having to play out from the back? Some of the distinct things in the first half and throughout the game, we are looking to play out from the back under Liam Rossignol. Liam Rossignol wants us to play out from the back. And when you do that against quality teams like Arsenal, it's very difficult because their press is intense and immense. You're going to make errors. Now, is that something that's playing in Robert Sanchez's mind? Whatever the case is, the mistakes ruined us. And it's giving me Robert Sanchez the fraud vibe again. But we still carried on. Garnacho, bringing it back 1-0. Lovely finish for the first goal. Brilliant finish. inside the box with his left foot, I believe. Or his right. Whatever. From a very tight angle. I think it was with the right. Cross came in from Neto, far post. Garnacho does really well to stay as wide as possible and then scores. Third one, look, I have to say, big up to Arsenal for the third goal. You twisted a lot of our players, but then again, just dumb defending. But I've always said that the defense is a factor that we need to improve on in the windows. Like this January window, we should be improving on, but we're not. This is where I've said things need to change with this ownership, and if they don't want to change, then they need to go. Bluco out, of course. Brilliant goal from Arsenal, but at the same time, poor defending from us. 6s and 7s. Wesley Fofana, Buddy Shield, Chalobah, they're all Mickey Mousing around, and Zubimendi scores. But once again, Garnacho brings us back to 3-2. Good finish off the back of a corner. If it wasn't, and then that's how the match finished, 3-2. If it wasn't for these errors, honestly, it's not like Arsenal smoked us. They didn't. They should have. Considering the team they had available, considering the team we had available, they should have smoked us, but they didn't. Had we just stayed locked in, we could have got something out of this game. And look, now we take this to Emirates, and I don't know what to expect. Our record's not been good there, but you hope that hopefully the likes of Reece James, Cole Palmer, Caicedo, Malo Gusto, all of these guys can be available for that game, and we can make something out of it. It's only one goal still. Hopefully we can turn this around. But people don't want to talk about all of this, and they want to focus. They'll be want to focus about Bluco out. They'll want to be focused about the squad being poor. No one's denying any of this. No one's denying that we shouldn't be Bluco out. We should be. But you shouldn't be Bluco out based on results. You should be Bluco out with the direction that they're taking this football club. Consistently buying youth players and not having some level of balance. Team screaming out in certain areas, centre-back position, to bring in an experienced centre-back. Team screaming out to bring in a very, very good winger. But having said all of that as well, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that, everything is poor about this squad. No, it's not. When you have that many players out the way we did in this game, any team's going to struggle. People, talk about, what about the depth? You said the squad's good. Man, I didn't expect 5, 6. I literally named 7 players. Gittins, Dillap. Okay, you might not rate them, no problems. Reece James, Cole Palmer, Malo Gusto, Caicedo. 6 players. 4 at least that are top quality. Some people are saying, with all that money spent, why don't we have a squad like Arsenal? Yeah, we can argue about that. 100% we can argue about that. We should have spent the money properly. But even with all of that, look, it's not like the gulf in difference between Chelsea and Arsenal is huge. Look, it hurts. It definitely hurts that we didn't beat Arsenal. It hurts. But once again, we don't make those key errors, we're in the game. You can be upset about, we let go Maresca for this. You can be upset about this squad. You can be upset about the owners. But the bottom line is, take away those errors and we're in this game. Let's see what we can do in the next leg. Some of the individual performances that I wanted to talk about. I felt João Pedro needed to give us a lot more. I don't think João Pedro has been good enough this season, but that doesn't mean I don't think he's a good player. I think he's a good player, but needs to give us a lot more. I thought Pedro Neto in the first half wasn't good enough. In the second half, he looked better. I thought Estevan Willian was good all throughout, just lacked a goal. There wasn't much that we could have done from the bench either. It wasn't like we had a lot of options available. Big up to Garnacho for getting 2 goals and keeping us in the game. If you can't defend corners against Arsenal, that's a huge problem. That's all I have to say, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I have to say. People are just going to hammer me in the comments. Oh, but you believed in this squad. You believed in this squad. Like, it's just, I'm just tired, man. I'm just tired. Squad had nothing to do with this. Couple of bad mistakes. Anywho, smash up the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Till next time, take care. See ya. Bye.